The new school year is still fresh, and if you're off to a good start, you want to keep it that way. Bethany Winston is here from Kidding Around Greenville, and your daughter's first day was today. How did that go?
Yes, it went great. So we got her off, and everything seemed great. So hopefully she'll have a good day.
There's always some relief after first day starts, and you're kind of in that groove in the first couple days, and it's working.
Yes, and you're like, oh, we actually made it through the first couple days, so we have a routine. We know what we're doing.
Well, so you've been perfecting this for some years. Back to school transition for you and your family, because you're also interacting with your readers about this stuff, and so you know that a good morning is going to start the night before. How do we improve our evening routine?
Yes, so for all those who are like not super organized, I'm not either, but I find like if you try to start out with a good organized little framework, then like, you know, you can get off to a better start. And then if it kind of wears off, at least you have a pattern.
You didn't fall that far from it, hopefully.
But like, you know, I think just like setting out stuff the night before, like getting the homework out and making sure it's all in the backpack, making sure they have their clothes ready, you know, especially if they have a school uniform that's actually washed and, you know, ready to go. It can prevent a lot of stress, you know, the morning of.
Yeah, I think the morning is just for eating and walking out the door. Like everything else should be laid out and ready to just step into.
Yeah, just plan that your morning's not going to go the way you expected. So try to have as little as possible to have to do to get out the door.
Getting food in their bellies is a big win. You've picked up some tips and tricks for a better morning routine or a better evening routine too. What do we do in the evening time?
Well, I think just like I said, like have a list. So, you know, like, okay, we're going to go through this. We're going to make sure our lunch is packed. And then just like having a nice routine that you do, whether it's like we read a little bit before night and then we go to bed, and making sure we're going to bed at the same time can help kids get in a good routine.
And you like to make lists too. You set this up and you make sure that you've got a plan for what's in lunch, what's in snacks.
Yeah, so I'll do this like, so on Saturday before the week starts, I'll kind of plan out like what are their lunches going to be for that week? What are their snacks going to be? At least the first couple weeks. And then even go ahead and prep some things. So if like we have like cut up veggies, I might go ahead and cut them up, and then I'll write it down for the kids. So then when they pack the night before, they know like these are your choices for your lunch meal and those are your choices for snacks, and we don't have to have a lot of discussion about it, hopefully.
Yeah, and maybe that's posted somewhere. So if they see it, they have any questions, it comes up right then. What's in the notebook?
Yeah, so I was just showing like, you know, if you get your notebooks and you can like go ahead and make sure like they have all their stuff that they need for the, you know, for each day, make sure like if they have a paper that they have to send in that goes in with their folder or whatever that they have for that day.
And whatever the routine is, I know that each of my kids has some kind of a notebook that comes home and they're supposed to open it. There's notes exchanged, so we stay on top of that early. But it's just an often chaotic time, this back to school season. So anything you can do ahead of time. A shared family calendar. What else should we think of before we get too far into this year?
Yeah, so definitely shared family calendars help like both my husband and I have Google calendars that we share with each other so we can keep track of everything. And then two, I think just like having a list. So like your kid, when they get up in the morning, they know like, okay, I need my backpack. I need to, you know, put on my clothes, like go through that, especially when they're young. You can even do pictures if they can't read yet.
It's going to be the same every day because that's what routine is all about, and we're in it for the long haul.
If your kids are small, they might need to like have a list that says brush your teeth. You know, like they're not going to remember. If they have a list, maybe they can like follow it themselves.
And I think it's important to point out, even a mom who's been doing this for some years, we all feel the overwhelmed nature of a new school year. So, you know, give yourself some grace in the first couple weeks to get a hang of it again.
I think definitely. I mean, like it's tough. It's a new routine for everybody. So, you know, we're not going to get it perfect, but with a little bit of organization, it does help.
Yeah, a little trying goes a long way. All right, Bethany, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. We've got a link to Kidding Around Greenville on our website, and on screen now there are a lot of ways to find Kidding Around Greenville, a valuable resource for families. And we appreciate all kinds of good articles to help us get ready for each new season. Bethany, thanks.
Thank you.